7 lives of mushroom. 7 fucking lives.
When I get pissed, I make the most unique shit. Ask Joe, trust me. I make fucking skits based on pissed off. Make the best skits when I'm pissed. Don't know why, I just do. So I probably feel in character. I'm shocked if someone sees my channel someday, they're like, dude, this guy made comedy gold with a fucking low quality ass Kindle. Like, this guy's a fucking legend. Not a legend, but I just can't edit like normal people can.
Yeah, you can.
No, I just don't have time. Fuck off, game. Go away. Go away.
Go away.
I don't want these bullets. Fuck off. Oh my god. Piss off. Go away.
Go away.
Holy shit.
Go away.
Yes. Oh, 120. I fucking did it, Zalir. I did it for you. I did it. You saw the video, Zalir. I've done it. Now I gotta do his Luigi. Yeah, same my game. To exit this last level, we've never checked this in the main playthrough. We might as well do it now. Yeah, let us begin. It's story time with Dry Crunch Gaming, the Celestial Duo. Our story begins a very, very long time ago with a young girl. One day, this girl spotted a rusted spaceship holding a small star child. What's your name? Are you lost? The girl asked the star child. I'm Luma. I'm waiting for my mama. She's coming for me on a comet, said the star child, who had been waiting day and night. Don't worry, I'll wait with you, the little girl promised Luma. At nightfall, the little girl borrowed her father's telescope and peered into the sky. She looked and looked, but saw nothing. Hours turned into days, and then years. But still the sky revealed nothing. Finally, the little girl sighed and asked Luma, if we stay here looking much longer, I'll be an old lady soon. But then she had an idea. Why don't we go out there and find your mother ourselves? The girl and Luma fixed up the rusty spaceship, and the two set sail in the starry sky. And this is how the search of the Celestial Mother began. Chapter 2, Starbits. Days pass with no sign of the comet, or even a single planet. Instead, asteroids extend as far as the eyes can see. If I'd known it would going to take this long, I would have packed more jam, said the little girl, above her rumble of her belly. Before they left, she packed all the essentials. Telescope, butterfly net, stuffed bunny, bread, milk, jam, and apricot-flavored tea, but I forgot to bring water. At last, Luma burst into a gale after it began to go. As long as I have Starbits, I'll be fine, said Luma. Want some? The little girl couldn't stay mad after hearing this. Luma continued to laugh, but the girl couldn't help but join in. Alright, maybe just a nibble. Leaning out of the starship, the pair began to collect Starbits with the girl's net. They almost fell out a few times, but they kept on collecting. Starbits tasted like honey.
Chapter 3, the comet.
Comet. A beam of light pierced through the ship's window. Thinking it was the morning sun, the girl peered through the window, only the turquoise blue comet to be shimmering. The little girl shook her sleepy Luma awake and shouted, "We have to get to that comet!" The pair descended on the planet and found it was made of ice. They looked high and low, but Luma's mother was nowhere to be found. Exhausted, the little girl sat down and flopped, utterly unable to take another step. "Look!" Peering on the icy ground where Luma was pointing, the girl suddenly noticed a cluster of star bits encased in ice. "Pretty good, huh? Finding star bits is my specialty," Luma said, beaming. "There's ice here, but it's so warm. I'll bet there's water here, too." So decided to stay on the comet for a while. Riding the turquoise comet, the pair continued to search for Luma's mother. Chapter 4.
The Dream.
The Dream. One night, the little girl dreamed about her mother. "Where are you going?" she asked her mother's retreating back. Without trailing, her mother replied, "Don't fret, dearest. I'm not going anywhere. Always watching over you, like the sun in the day and the moon in the night." A wave of sadness washed over the girl. "What about it when it rains and I can't see the sun or moon?" Her mother thought for a moment before responding. "I will turn into a star in the clouds and wait for your tears to dry." When she awoke, the girl's face was damp in tears. "You have star bits in your eyes," said Luma to the girl. Wiping her face, the girl replied, "These are tears, not star bits. I'm crying because I'll never see my mother again." At this, Luma began to cry too. "Mama, oh, Mama." The pair traveled through the starry skies, and though they encountered many other comets, not one of them held Luma's mother. Luma was despondent. Now, Luma, the rain clouds won't go away if you keep crying," the girl said, giving Luma a squeeze. "I'll give you a present if you stop." The girl closed her eyes and said gently, "I'll take care of you." With these words, she felt a small spark in her heart. Home. "The kitchen will go here, and the library will go over there," the girl said busily to herself. "We'll put the gate here." Ever since the girl took Luma under her care, she's been bustling about at a feverish pace. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it to make a happy home. It turned out the star bits weren't the only thing buried in the ice. There were tools, furniture unlike any they had ever seen, and the girl used them to build a home. Looking at the completed house, Luma remarked, "Don't you think it's awfully big just for the two of us? With the library, bedroom, kitchen, fountain, and gate, it was certainly spacious. But still, something seemed to be missing." "If only my father, brother, and mother were here," the girl said wistfully.
Brother.
"Indeed, the house is too large for small residence."
She has a brother?
Yeah. The night, clutching her favorite stuffed bunny, close to her heart, the girl fell asleep in the starship. Friends. Then one day, while the girl sat sipping tea, a tiny apricot-colored planet appeared. From the planet, another Luma emerged from the same color. "Do you know each other?" the girl asked the two Lumas gleefully. Despite the girl's excitement, they were seen on uneasy. The two Lumas near drew closer, nor back away from each other. Instead, they just stared. Then one Luma broke the silence. "My mama!" At once, the apricot Luma parroted back, "My mama, my mama, my mama, my mama." Two Lumas began dancing around the girl frantically, and neither of them had shown any sign of stopping. The girl was so charmed by this adorable scene that she couldn't help but laugh, and that's when something very strange happened. Suddenly, more Lumas came popping over the apricot planet. They all different colors, but they all shouted the same thing, "My mama, my mama." The sight of all the Lumas only made the girl laugh harder. "What am I going to do with all these children?" Lumas just stared blankly as they doubled over laughing. "I guess we'll have to name each and every one of you." Tomorrow, when she had finished naming them all, she began moving all of the Lumas into the new house. The telescope. After seeing their 100th comet, a sudden thought popped into the girl's head. I wonder if my home planet is still as blue as it was. Then she remembered her father's telescope. Peeking into the telescope, a tiny blue dot floated into sight. It was smaller than a starbit. How strange. It's so far away, but it feels so close. She twisted the knob of the telescope, and a blue dot grew until she could make a grassy hill dotted with flowers. It seemed very familiar to her. Zooming even closer, a terrace on the hill came into view. I used to go stargazing there when I lived on my home planet. She remembered rubbing the sleep out of her eyes as she followed her father up the hill at the stars. She remembered how she and her brother would sled down that hill. She remembered having picnics with her mother on the hill on bright and windy days. And I want to go home. I want to go home right now. The girl burst into tears, and the Loombas didn't know what to do. I want to go home. I want to go back to my house by the hill. I want to see my mother. The girl was shouting now, her face wet with tears. But I know she's not there. I knew all along that she wasn't out there in the sky because she's sleeping under the tree on the hill. The girl's cries echoed through the stars and hushed fell over the air echoes.
So could...
The wish.
So you know what I think is actually a possibility? Is that Rosalina is actually Peach's, ancestor. Think about it. She had a brother. That brother could have had a child, and that child, and that child, and that child, and that child, which eventually lead over to Peach.
So technically, Peach and Mario are somewhat related.
No, not Mario. Just Peach. Peach has a family. Her family is within Rosalina's family line.
Though usually quite cheery, one day the girl began as sad again, and Luma drew closer to try to comfort her. Mama, you still have me. Don't be sad about your mama, because she's a part of you. That means she's always close by. It's like me. I love Starbits because they remind me of my mama. No, the girl said, unable to stop the tears. A lonely look flickered across Luma's face, and replaced a wide grin. I have an idea. I will transform into a comet. A soaring comet that can carry you all on this journey. With that, Luma trailed bands with white, soared high into the sky, and just as quickly started to plummet back down. Kaboom kablam! The ground shook, and a bright light poured out of the crater that the Luma had created. The bands of light twisted together to form a comet tail, and then Luma emerged, reborn as a comet. The girl's eyes scarcely believed her eyes. How? She kept asking. Our destiny as Lumas is to transform into different things, said a red Luma who completely suddenly appeared. Stars, comets, planets, we could become all these things. When I grow up, I don't want to become a star that makes someone special smile, said a green Luma. A blue Luma shined. That Luma turned into a real cutie of a comet, didn't he? All the Lumas together said, No more crying, Mama. Thank you, said the girl in a whisper, and pulled all the Lumas close and hugged them. From that day on, Starbits no longer fell from that girl's eyes. The comet set forth for the girl's home planet, its long tail blazing proudly behind it.
Final chapter.
Family. With as many Lumas and telescopes, the comet was quite a sight to behold. The girl and Lumas were proud to call it home. A welcoming party for a new Luma. The girl gathered everyone in the kitchen and said in a louder voice than usual, All right, everyone, let's make a cake sprinkled with starbits. Then it will be a star cake. The Lumas excitedly began to gather the ingredients. As she watched the Lumas scurry about, the girl smiled and thought to herself, This is my family now. I will stay with them until they're ready to leave the nest. And when they do, I'll see them off with a smile. because that's what makes a mother happiest. That night, when the girl lay down to sleep, a soft light helped her reminder of a blue planet she once called home. But it would be nice to return home every 100 years to nap in my favorite sleeping nook. The comet carrying the Lumas and the girl continues on its journey to this very day. With more family members in tow than it can be counted, it's said that the comet visits the girl's home planet once every 100 years. Its proud white tail glittering in the sky. The end.
So, like, Rosalind has got to be at least over, like, 1,000 years old.
That's all. My story is finished.
And that's it.
And those are all the chapters. Next time, our rematch with Bowser. Bye, guys.